This is Roxamore Sports Network, and we are live, and I am Sam Timbers, my co-host Craig Thomas, the game is on the way as Woodland Hills High School, Woodland Hills Wolverines versus Baldwin, the Fighting Highlanders, and we have a great game in the 5A conference tonight, Craig.
All right, so we're live, and the Wolverines have the ball, third down and long, about 12 yards to go, and the quarterback drops back to pass, and looks like he's sacked.
Williams is tackled in his backfield.
Yes, Williams is tackled in the backfield.
Brought down by 55, Mason Borkin.
Brought down by number 55 on the tackle.
And 14.
4th and 14 to go for the Wolverines.
So a promising drive. Looked like it started out well. Wolverines came out and took the ball out, first kickoff out to the 47-yard line, but penalties once again have stalled the drive. And it's a blotch snap over the head of the kicker, and he goes back and retrieves it. Gets a pretty good kickoff despite the mishap. And the ball is down at about the 42-yard line.
Yes, the ball went over his head. He ran back to retrieve it, and he kicked it with a running style. We have two teams right now here at Baldwin Field that are offers, as we call them. Woodland Hills is 0 for 4, and Baldwin is 0 for 3 tonight. So somebody has to come out with a victory tonight here. 1st and 10 for Baldwin at their own 43.
All right, so the Highlanders come out, and looks like a similar shotgun formation. Two wide receivers set on about the 43-yard line. A little motion to the left. Another motion, looks like a fake jet, and a handoff to the right, a counter play up the middle for a short gain.
Number 6, Mason Stahl hands off to number 7, Andrew Priority,
but that was number 2 for Woodland Hills. Rodney Stubbs in there on the tackle. That's a nice play.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the 46.
So that's a good defensive start for Woodland Hills. We'll see what the Fighting Highlanders have up their sleeve for the Wolverine defense tonight. Shotgun formation with a running back off. He hands off the left side, and he is stood up at the yard, right at the line of scrimmage. So that was a good defensive play.
Andrew Priori gets the call. He's stacked up by Monty Bailey as he fought off the defensive back and made a good play on 2nd down. Stopped him at the line of scrimmage.
So that brings up a 3rd down, and looks like about a 6 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
That was a good play. That was a good play by Monty Bailey as he fought off the defensive back and made the play.
Absolutely. So the Fighting Highlanders come out in a 3 wide receiver set, shotgun formation, and snap is taken by the quarterback. He rolls slightly to the right, fakes the defender, throws the ball deep down the left-hand sideline, and it's picked off by a Wolverine. Interception.
Intercepted by number 12, William Chamberlain.
That quarterback was under great pressure by the prize recruit from the defensive end position, Joshua Rollins, and he made him move his feet as he was throwing the ball. He got an interception by Chamberlain, number 12 for Woodland Hills.
First and 10.
That's 1st and 10, the Wolverines. See what they can do with the interception.
Jeffrey Williams back at quarterback, shotgun formation, motion to the left, handoff on the jet sweep around the left side, and he's taken down for a short loss.
Jet sweep on Amani Bailey, stopped by number 34, Matt Ballin, for the Highlanders, and that was a great play as he got penetration on a jet sweep, and it's a loss of 2. 2nd and 12 for the Wolverines at their own 24.
So we'll see here what the Wolverines come out with, what they can draw out to try to get a drive going, and we'll see what the Highlanders do to try to stop the Wolverines. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver set, and Jeffrey Williams is back to pass, throws it off to the left side, pass is complete.
Williams' pass is complete to number 11, Gavin Yarbauer.
Williams was trying to.
For the Highlanders.
Williams was trying to find the receiver on a quick out, gaining 1 on the play, 3rd and 11. That was a nice play by Nasir Penn for the Fighting Highlanders. Came up and stopped him for a short gain.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play, great form tackle. Brings up a 3rd down and long for the Wolverines. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver set. Jeffrey Williams has a little time, throws the ball off to the right side. It's deep, and the pass is intercepted.
Williams' pass is intercepted
by number 23, C.J. Lucas for the Highlanders. He was looking for Amani Bailey, number 4, for the Wolverines. It was a host of defenders in there. It looked like he was triple covered, and when he threw the pass, it fell right into the guy's hands for the Fighting Highlanders. 1st and 10, Baldwin.
So after back-to-back turnovers on 3rd and long here, the Fighting Highlanders come out on the offense. Look like they're in a shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Looks like there's going to be an umpire timeout, referee timeout on the field. So it's a beautiful night to be here at Baldwin Stadium. I had the pleasure of walking in with legendary coach George Novak, and he's here in the stands and enjoying the game. So it was great to see that coach for Woodland Hills. So we'll see what type of performance they put out. So back to the action. We're live. Shotgun formation. It's a handoff up the middle. Back is a short game.
Once again, 7, Angela Priori gets the call.
Yes, number 7, Angela Priori on the call for the Fighting Highlanders.
By 17, Joshua Wallings.
He's tackled by 17, Joshua Wallings. Also in there on the play, number 2, Rodney Stubbs in there on the play, too. Gaining 3, 2nd and 7.
At the 44.
At the 44 for the Fighting Highlanders. It is a great night for football tonight, Craig. It's great to see the head coach in the stands, too, the former head coach, the legend, George Novak.
So it looks like the Highlanders get out in the shotgun formation.
The ball up the middle.
Stahl goes off the right side for a short gain. Looks like a gain about 3 yards.
Up from the bottom, number 15, Taiwan Milton. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Highlanders at 49.
That was Stahl on the carry. He looked like he has a little bit of hitch in his giddy up right now as he tried to burst over the right side of the line, trying to find running room. That makes it 3rd and a short 3, a long 3, a short 2 yards for the first down. So it's 3rd, and we'll say 3rd and 2.
Look like we have a stoppage in the play. So,
timeout. Baldwin.
All right, we have a timeout on the field. Baldwin has elected to take a timeout.
So, I don't know if the coach took the timeout to try to get his player, his star player, the quarterback, a little bit of time because he has a little hitch in his giddy up after that quarterback keeper, and so he's trying to work something out for him, make sure maybe his player is okay, maybe he's good, or give him some time to to run that off as well. But again, we have 2 teams here without a win, and so we have 2 interceptions already, Mr. Thomas, and so it's who's going to make the big play, who's going to make the interception to make it count, who's going to put some points on the board. We'll see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this should be an interesting battle. Both of these teams would like to get off the snide here and get a victory, and so we'll see who has the greatest desire to win tonight. It should be a good matchup.
3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2 yards to go for the Fighting Highlanders in shotgun formation. It's like they have 2 wide set out to the left, fakes to the running back, throws the ball out in the right flat, complete to the receiver. Looks like he has enough for a first down.
Pass complete to number 2, Connor Lavelle. Brought out of bounds by number 4.
Stahl's pass complete to number 2 for the Fighting Highlanders. Amani Bailey on the play.
45.
But that's first down yardage for the play. That makes it 1st and 10 for the Fighting Highlanders here at Baldwin Field.
So they've just crossed midfield. They are on the 45-yard line of the Wolverines. We'll see what the defense can do to stiffen, or we'll see what the Highlanders have in store. So it looks like you have 3 wide receivers set. Quarterback takes the ball, runs off the left side, goes off tackle, gains about 5 yards.
Brought down by number 9, Taylon Brooks.
Stahl keeps the ball, and he bursts over the left side of the line, puts his shoulder down, and Taylon Brooks comes up for the tackle, but it looked like Stahl might got the best of that on that play for the Fighting Highlanders. This makes it 2nd and 5.
Good play on first down. That puts them ahead of the chains. Playbook should be wide open, and at this point, they could pretty much call whatever they want. So they come out in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers set, motion from the left side to the right. And the handoff is taken by the running back to the right. He eludes a tackler, gets upfield for a gain of about 4 yards.
Hand off to number 7, Angelo
Brought down by
Priori. He
9,
looks like he's
Brooks.
going to be the workhorse. Taylor Brooks up on the tackle again, but that's good yardage for second down.
Another Highlander first down.
That's
the
first
35.
down carry on that play. Again, as Mr. Thomas just alluded, that you could call anything from there. And so the defense has to make a step, make a stand. It looks like, the Fighting Highlanders are on a nice little drive here, Craig.
Yeah, usually from all the stats that I've seen on the Highlanders, they usually start out well and they get, they score well in the first quarter or so, and they have a pitch. Quarterback goes off the left side and options it off to the running back for a gain of about 8 yards. Good play.
Stahl's pitch to Peorio out of the pistol. He gets it in the shotgun and then he flips it out to him. He finds running room over the right side on the outside. Gains 8 on that play. That makes it 2nd and 2. That's great yardage for first down.
Absolutely. Looks like the Highlanders are on the move. They're marching down the field on these Wolverines. So we come out in the shotgun formation again, more of a pistol look, 3 wide receiver set. Quarterback takes the ball, hands the ball off to the running back over the left side, and he's taken down for no gain.
Priori is stopped by 15, Taiwan Milton.
Pereiro on the carry again, stopped by number 15, Taiwan Milton. He came up and made a great tackle, wrapped, stopped him for no gain. So that makes it 3rd and 2. This is the key 3rd and 2 right now for the Wolverines.
So this may be 4-down territory based on where the ball is, just outside the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Shotgun formation. Hands the ball off to the right side. The running back has room, eludes a tackler down the sideline and out of bounds.
Takes the handoff around the right side.
Pereiro takes the handoff around the outside. All he needed is 2, but he gave much more. That makes it a first down carry.
By number 10, Tarek Scipio.
That's number 10 on the tackle for Woodland Hills, Tarek Scipio. But that makes it first down at the 17 for the Fighting Highlanders.
All right, the handoff up the middle, off to the right.
Priori again up the middle.
That's Peoria again up the middle.
Number 50, Michael Jones.
Tackle by number 50, Michael Jones. This Peorio seems like he's going to be the workhorse tonight.
Yes,
out
sir.
in the pistol. Deep, he's back deep, gets it deep and able to make a move and have vision to see which hole he wants to pick and what he wants to do.
As long as the Highlanders keep staying ahead of the chains, Sam, looks like they'll be continue to march down the field. It's like they got a good drive together. They got a rhythm on offense. They found something they like against this Wolverine defense. So we're going to see what Coach Bostic's going to do to make an adjustment here to slow down this Highlander train that's moving out right now. So shotgun formation again, and the quarterback keeps the ball off to the right side for a short gain of about 3 yards.
Stahl keeps the ball on the keeper.
Taken out of bounds by 27, Keon Perkins.
Taken out of bounds by number 27, Keon Perkins for the Woodland Hill Wolverines. It's a gain of 2 on the play, but he bursts over to the right side trying to find running room. That makes it 3rd and 3 at the 9-yard line for the Fighting Highlanders. They're putting together a nice drive.
Yeah. Time consuming, chewing plenty of time off the clock on this drive. They come out and a shotgun pistol set. Looks like it's going to be continue with the same type of run off to the right side. The quarterback off the right tackle, bursts up the middle, and he's fighting for extra yardage. Looks like he did get the first down.
Around the right side.
Stahl keeps the ball. It looked like it was an 8 formation with him in the middle. And as a quarterback keeper out of it, and he bursts over to the right side again. It seems like they're finding something over there on the right side of that line. Maybe that's their strong side of the line, but he's finding running room over there as he fights hard. And now it's first down for the Fighting Highlanders, 1st and goal.
On the Wolverine 4-yard line. So
4-yard line.
Looks like they should come up and bring a few more people up to the line of scrimmage, try to slow these guys down, slow the Highlanders down. So we got shotgun formation, we got motion going to the left, fakes a jet sweep, hands off on a counter going back to the right.
Handoff is to Priori, brought down by 52.
Thomas Sheard on the tackle. They fake the jet sweep and they run a counter back the other way.
Second and goal.
That's a good defensive play, staying home and reading your keys and making the tackle. It makes it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play by the Wolverines. The Highlanders tried to fake the jet sweep, and then they ran a counter off to the right, and the Wolverines reacted well, played good defense. So it looked like it's a triple I formation they start out in and shift back to a T, shotgun T, and the quarterback takes the ball, he runs off the left side, and he is taken down again for no gain.
The ball. He's stopped by 55, Julius Brown.
55 on the tackle, Julius Brown on stall. Once again, no gain on the play. Third and goal from the 4 for the Wolverines. They're making a stand here, deep in their own territory.
Right now they have to make a stand. I mean, defense has to come up with a play. Right now the offense is, they've been winning this drive. So we'll see what they have in store. They're out of the huddle. They are lined up, ready for play. Looks like 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation, motion from the left, looks like a direct snap to Stahl. He pitches the ball to the right, and the ball is touchdown. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Touchdown by the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. It was 3rd and 4, 3rd and goal from the 4, and Peorio did an option, pitched it out, Stahl did an option and pitched it out to Peorio, and Peorio did everything else. He did all the work, drug a couple players in for the touchdown.
Extra point is up and good.
The score, Baldwin 7, Woodland Hills nothing.
So here, live at the Baldwin field, the score is Baldwin 7, Woodland Hills 0. This is Roxamore Sports Live, and we'll be right back.
Team with the ball once again is 19 in the red ring. Back to receive for the Wolverines. Number 4, Armani Bailey, and 19, Deontay Reeves. This
is Roxamore Sports Live here at the Baldwin Field where the Fighting Highlanders is about to kick off to the Wolverines. The score is 7-0, the Fighting Highlanders.
The ball is bobbled by the Wolverines at about the 14-yard line, and he's taken down immediately. Great play by the Fighting Highlanders. Great play, great defense.
Number 8, Deshaun Davis bobbled the ball a little bit. The Fighting Highlanders came down, and Nasir Penn made a great play. They're at the 14-yard line.
So we are here live at the legendary Baldwin Stadium where the Wolverines are trailing the Fighting Highlanders 0-7 or 7-0. The Baldwin Highlanders went down and drove, had a great drive put together, that last drive, and now the Wolverines have to answer the bell. They come out with a stocked eye formation. They hand the ball off to the left side. Jeffrey looks like the running back is out going down the left sideline. He has a convoy. He breaks free. He breaks through another tackle, still going, and he's fighting down to the 20-yard line. Great one.
That's William Clark getting the handoff deep in the backfield. Rambles all the way down to the Highlander 20. Finally got down by number 80, Lavelle, for the Fighting Highlanders. That's 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at the Highlanders 20-yard line.
Well, that was a touchdown-saving tackle by Evan Lavelle for the Highlanders, but that was a great run by Will Clark. I mean, it was effort. There was tenacity. He broke tackles. He showed a little speed getting down the sideline. That was a great play by the Wolverines to come out and answer that drive by the Fighting Islanders.
Yes, Will Clark burst over the right side of the line and took it all the way down to the 20. Broke a lot of tackles, a lot of effort with it as well as he cut back to the left side, found himself running down the left sideline, making some moves. He seen pay dirt.
Oh, yeah.
He seen pay dirt. So that's the end of the first quarter here at Baldwin Stadium, where the Fighting Highlanders are up 7-0 over the Woodland Hills Wolverines. I am Sam Timbers. This is my co-host Craig Thomas, and we're live on Roxamore Sports. And we're here on a great Friday night here for football in the 5A conference, where we have two teams right now who are looking to get a win, trying to get off the snide.
Yes,
Mr. Thomas.
They're trying to get a win and try to get right the ship and get their season going in the right directions. The Wolverines had a lot of players return last week. They played a good game against Upper St. Clair. They were up by 17 points, but I think they ran out of gas in that game, and we'll see if they can come out in this game and maybe put up a little bit better effort. So we're going to go to the game live on the 20-yard line. The Wolverines come out in the I formation with two wide receivers set. Jeffrey Williams under center. He hands off again. Will Clark cuts back to the left side. I'm not sure. Great run, great effort.
Williams hands off to number 6, William Clark.
Yes, Williams hands off to number 6, William Clark, and he looks like he's ready to play tonight. He looks like he has great vision. Bursts over the left side, bursts out. That makes it 1st and goal on 2 plays for the Woodland Hills Wolverines on tonight. It looks like they're coming with some effort again as they came out against Upper St. Clair last week.
Looks like Will Clark is going to be their workhorse for the night. Wolverines come out in a 3 wide receiver set. Quarterback Jeffrey Williams under center. He hands off again over the left side to Will Clark. He's taken down for no gain.
He's brought down by 76. Robbie Keefe.
Robbie Keefe bursts over the line of scrimmage. He established a new line of scrimmage as they handed off to Will Clark, and he met him right in the backfield. That was a great tackle by number 76 for Keefe and the Fighting Highlanders. That makes it 2nd and 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 for the Wolverines.
Looks like the defender, Robbie Keats, he almost took that handoff from Jeffrey Williams. So we're back to live, and it looks like the Wolverines going to center and hand the ball off to the right side. Again to Will Clark over the right side for a short gain.
He's stopped by number 36, Takar Henry for the Highlanders.
Number 36, Takar Henry for the Highlanders makes the tackle for a short gain as they try to find running room straight up the middle with Will Clark again. That was a great defensive play.
That brings up 3rd and 3 for the Wolverines.
That brings it 3rd and goal from the 3 for the Wolverines.
So they come out in the I formation. Jeffrey Williams under center. 2 wide receivers set. Takes the ball. He hands the ball off over the right side of to Will Clark again.
Number 6,
and he is down to about the 1-yard line. So we'll see what they decide to do here.
Once again, William Clark trying to find running room. And number 76, Robbie Keefe on the play, stops it. And he stopped at the 1-yard line. That makes it 4th and goal from the 1. And we'll see what Tim Boston will call.
Looks like he left his offense on the field. This is going to be a battle of wills here. How bad do you want it? Jeffrey Williams, he takes a quarterback sneak and he forces his way over the goal line. Touchdown for the Wolverines.
That's a quarterback keeper from Jeffrey Williams as he bursts over, steps in between the guard and the center for the touchdown for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So the Wolverines come back and they answer the drive. They have a long drive of their own, taking the ball downfield, all running plays. Looks like a great answer.
And number 19, Deontay Williams will hold.
So now Woodland Hills are going to kick the extra point. And it's blocked.
Looked like the snap was a little off. Didn't look like the ball was put down properly by the setter. So it looks like we're going to take a short break here at Baldwin Stadium with the Wolverines trailing by 1. The Baldwin Highlanders leading 7-6, and we'll be right back on Roxamore Sports.
just keep doing what you're doing. It's just for the sake of that. I told you what to say.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna make it.
Okay.
Just he's just trying to make. He's just in the corner.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. We hey. You gonna bring this back?
This is Roxamore Sports, and we're back live here at Baldwin Stadium as Woodland Hills just took a drive down and scored and answered the call that the Fighting Highlanders scored first. That makes the score 7. The Fighting Highlanders and Woodland Hills 6 because their extra point was blocked. And so the score is 7-6, the Fighting Highlanders. And we are in the second quarter with 9:38 left, and the Woodland Hills Wolverines are about to kick off.
So, yeah, that was a great, very impressive drive by the Wolverines. They came out and took the ball 86 yards against the Fighting Highlanders. So it looks like we're in for a great game tonight, Sam. Looking forward to a great game. So the Wolverines are set for the kickoff, and it looks like we have a stoppage in play here. So what do you see so far, Sam? Do you see anything special on either side, or is this just going to be a battle for the night?
No, I mean, what I see so far is that, Woodland Hills answered the call, but that extra point that was blocked will be costly in the game, especially for two teams who's trying to get a win tonight, who's trying to get off the snide, as we say. And so that extra point that was blocked could be costly. We have to wait and see later on in the game, and let's keep that in the back of our mind as we watch the game. So Woodland Hills is getting ready to kick off again.
We always talk about 3 phases of football: offense, defense, and special teams. So special teams are very important. And the kick is off, and it's kicked deep, and it bounces at about the 15-yard line. It's bobbled by the Highlander. He takes the ball up the right side, cuts back, and he's hit hard by a Wolverine. Jaron Keller runs the ball back, but that was a great stop.
He takes the ball and bobbles it up to 14. He brings it out to the Highlander
28-yard line.
To the 28-yard line, but he stacked up hard by number 11 for the Wolverines. Made a great play.
So the Highlanders take the field, 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line, and we'll see if they come out and answer the call. The shotgun formation, he hands the ball off to the running back to the right side. He has a blocker in front, and he's down the sideline for a gain of about 15-yard line. Great call.
Uri gets the call. He's driven out of bounds at number 7, Keyshawn Carter, but not after he finds great running room.
That's a
Highlander first down.
At the 43.
At the 43. It seems like they're finding something on that right side.
Yes, it is. So they have found a comfort zone, and they continue to run at it. So Woodland Hills is going to have to come up with something to stop them. I mean, you would think that after a while they would maybe try to blitz off of that side and try to do a run blitz to slow the Highlander run game down. But we'll see what the Wolverines come up with.
It sounds like a great call, a run blitz.
So the Highlanders come out in the shotgun formation, and looks like we have illegal procedure, stoppage in play. Flags on the play.
Timeout. Baldwin.
No, we had a stoppage, but the stoppage was a timeout before the play got underway. So Baldwin timeout here. We have a short break to take here, and let's really. Looking at tonight, it's been a beautiful night here. Beautiful, it's probably about 65 degrees here in Western Pennsylvania. Friday night under the lights in Western Pennsylvania.
Mr. Thomas, my question I have for you is, while we have this quick timeout, you played on this field your senior year, and you had a great game, and you had like 297 yards in the first half in this game here. And so, Mr. Thomas, just tell us about when you came in and seen this field and that remembrance of it.
Well, coming here, I haven't been here for over 30 years. So for me to come back, it was deja vu walking into this stadium and looking at, and going back to the memories of, it was good memories, a great game here in the snow against Mount Lebanon. It was just a good memory. So good to be here Friday night with you, enjoying the Wolverines and the Fighting Highlander football game. Just Western Pennsylvania's football itself. Great to be here. So the Highlanders come out in shotgun formation. They hand the ball off to the running back, and he breaks along the right sideline, down the sideline.
Handoff is once again to Priori.
Stall's handoff once again to Priori. He's driven out of bounds by number 86, Michael James. But that's a gain of 9 on the play. And he bursts over to the right side of the line. Made a nifty move, made a guy miss. And, showed the leg and pulled it out and gained about 7 on the play.
So the Fighting Highlanders have the ball, and they are in shotgun formation with 4 wide receivers, 3 stacked to the left. They hand the ball off to the running back off the left. He loses the ball, and he goes back and retrieves it, falls on the ball. Priori falls on the ball at about, looks like he lost about 20 yards.
Priori, they finally go to the left side of the line, and he was met by some pressure, great pressure upfield, and he tried to stiff arm the defender. The defender made him fumble the ball, but he recovered it, but he lost about 20 yards on the play. That makes it third and 18
for the Highlanders at their own 35.
So it looks like the Highlanders have dug themselves a hole. So 3rd down and long, 4 wide receiver set with motion to the right. Quarterback has the ball. Looks like they try to set up a screen play, and it's sniffed out by the Wolverines.
Stall's pass intended for 7, Priori incomplete.
They was trying to run a screen to Priori.
4th and 18 for the Highlanders.
And the ball was overthrown. That makes it 4th and 18 for the Highlanders. That was a good defensive play by the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Joe Muller.
So it looks like that
to receive for the Wolverines.
Fumble really cost the Fighting Highlanders. They had a lot of momentum going. They were running the ball well, but it looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. So
yes. Back deep is Amani Bailey for the Wolverines.
Great punt. The snap was low. The punt is away. It's taken by Amani Bailey. He makes 1 or 2 people miss, and he runs down the sideline. So the Wolverines will get the ball at about the 30-yard line.
Kick taken by 4, Armani Bailey.
Armani's kick taken by 4, Amani Bailey.
He's brought down by number 2, Connor Lavelle.
He's brought down by number 2, Connor Lavelle. He tries to make a move.
1st and 10 for the Wolverines at their own 30.
Cut up the right side of the line, and it was shoestring tackled, held on, and then a host of defenders came and finished the play. That's 1st and 10 for the Wolverines on their 30-yard line.
So it looks like Jeffrey Williams comes out at quarterback. Look like 2 wide receivers to the left. I formation. Ball's taken, handoff to the right side, and looks like a great play. Will Clark on the right side, gain of about 12 yards.
That was a nice play. The hole opened up like the Red Sea as he cut back inside and bursted up on the right side. That makes it 1st down for the Wolverines at their own 41.
So it looks like the Wolverines have found something in their running game also, Sam, that they like tonight.
Yes, it does.
So Jeffrey Williams is out again. I formation, 2 wide receivers to the left. He fakes the ball to the fullback, and he runs off the right side. He makes a couple defenders miss. He's in open field, and he has a blocker in front of him. He's still running, and he's shoestring tackled at the 40-yard line. Shoestring tackle.
On a broken play, Jeffrey Williams makes the best of it, makes a move, and almost touchdown saving tackle by number 1, the Sheer Penn, for the Fighting Highlanders. If not for him on a shoestring tackle, I would think he would make pay dirt. He would have punched it in. But what a great tackle, but also what a great run by Jeffrey Williams, number 1 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So here at Baldwin Stadium for the Fighting Highlanders, the Wolverines are trailing the Fighting Highlanders, but they're on the move. They're trailing the Fighting Highlanders 7-6. Come out in the I formation, or motion to the right side, toss, sweep to the right side, and it goes nowhere.
Number 9, Taylor Brooks.
That pitch is number 9, Taylor Brooks. He's stopped by number 33, Zach Pennant, with a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. That was a great penetration, great play by the defense.
Yeah, it looks like the Highlanders smelt that out all the way, Sam. They were ready for that. It looked like they game plan for that, and it was a great defensive play. So we have a second down and about 12. They come out in the I formation again, hand the ball off to the right. It looks like
Once again,
Taylon Brooks again.
Taylon Brooks
Looks like he
gets the
gains
ball.
about 6 yards on the play. Not a bad second down.
Yes, that was Taylon Brooks again on the carry, number 9 for the
Brought
Woodland
down
Hills
by
Wolverines.
53, Dorian Ford.
Brought down by number 53, Dorian Ford.
Will
That was
Clark
a nice gain on second
It's
down.
3rd and 4.
looks like a third down and 4 for the Wolverines, and Will Clark was out of the game, maybe getting a breather. So I formation, 2 wide receivers set to the left. Looks like they're going to bring pressure, and they go back and hand the ball off to the left side. And Taylon Brooks he's fighting for first down yardage, and he looks like he just might have
Once
it.
again, number 9, Taylon Brooks.
Once
He
again,
makes
number
it
9,
up to the 30-yard
Taylor
line,
Brooks. He
where
makes
it's
it
a
up
first
to the
and 10
30-yard line. That makes it
for the
first and
Wolverines.
10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines as they showed blitz in the A gaps. A lot of times the game is won in the alley. That's in the C gap, and that's where Taylon Brooks bursted over to find first down yardage.
That was a great run by Taylon Brooks. It had penetration, but he cut back behind it across the left side of the line and gained enough yardage for first down.
We have a whistle on the play.
So with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left here in Baldwin Stadium, the Wolverines 12, the Fighting Highlanders 7-6, but the Wolverines are on the move. So with the short stoppage in play, we have 2 wide receivers set. Jeffrey Williams goes back and he hands the ball off the right side to Taylon Brooks again.
Once again, number 9, Taylon Brooks gets the call. He's stopped by 55.
He stopped over the right side with a short gain.
That's number 55, Mason McQueen on the tackle
It's gain of 4 on the play. It'll be
for
2nd
the
and
Fighting
6.
Highlander. That's gain of 4
At the Highlander
on the play,
26.
2nd and 6. That's good first down yardage for Taylon Brooks on the carry.
So the Wolverines come out once again in the I formation, 2 wide receivers set to the left. Jeffrey Williams under center. The Fighting Highlanders show pressure. It looks like Taylon Brooks had a little opening on the right side.
Again,
Great
9,
open field
Taylon
tackle.
Brooks. He's stopped by 2.
That's
Connor
number
Liddell.
9, Taylon Brooks, and the Fighting Highlanders are coming up in both A gaps showing pressure. And so as an offensive line, you don't let nobody cross your face.
Tackle
Come
is
inside
by
of you.
23, C.J. Lucas.
Tackle is
brings
by
up
number
3rd and
23,
3.
C.J. Lucas. That makes
At
it
the
3rd and 3
23.
at the 23 for the Wolverines.
And it looks like Woodland Hills just reinserted their workhorse. Will Clark is back in the game. Set up deep in the I formation behind Jeffrey Williams. 2 wide receivers set, 3rd down. And Jeffrey Williams looked like he takes the ball going off the left side, and he stiff arms a defender, and he gets in the open field, and he's down the sideline, out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Great play.
Juan Williams keeps the ball around the left side.
That was Jeffrey Williams who keeps the ball, bursts out to the left side.
He's taken out by
He-
3,
he
Jaron
defends.
Kelly, and 23,
He stiff
C.J.
arms a
Lucas.
defender and then takes it upfield. That was
Brings
a
up
great
first
play
and
by
goal.
Jeffrey Williams.
At the
First
8-yard
and goal
line.
at the 8-yard line for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So they break the huddle with I formation, 2 wide receivers set. Jeffrey Williams under center, hands the ball off to Will Clark over the right side. He'll lose the first defender and
Williams
takes the
hands
ball
off to
down to
6,
about the
William
6-yard line.
He hands it deep to
Tackled
Will
by
Clark.
3, Jaron Kelly.
He has to make a move, eludes a defender, bursts over the right side of the line.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Gain of 1 on the play.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from
At
the
7.
7 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So the ball looks like is set just outside of the 7-yard line for the Wolverines, 2nd down and goal. Jeffrey Williams, I formation. Looks like the Fighting Highlanders look like they want to bring pressure. Jeffrey Williams fakes the ball, rolls out to the left. He throws the ball into the end zone, and it looks like it's caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Wolverines.
To number 11,
Jeffrey rolls
Gavin
out.
Yarbrough.
He rolls out right, but throws with his left and finds number
That's a touchdown
11
for the Wolverines.
for the Wolverines with heavy pressure, heavy defender there as well, but he makes the catch. That's a touchdown for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. And the score right now is Woodland Hills 12, Fighting Highlanders 7.
So they're
We have
going
a
to
timeout on the field.
yeah, it looks like they're going to decide if they want to try to go for 2 on this play and try to make up the extra point that they lost to try to get back that point they lost on that mishap on the mid-blocked extra point. So I'm thinking that the Wolverines are going to come out and go for 2 here. So far, the Wolverines have showed a little bit more continuity on the offensive line, and they have established their running game with Taylor Brooks and Will Clark being a workhorse. Jeffrey Williams came out and has thrown the ball effectively, the few passes that he's thrown tonight.
Yes, a few times out here, Stone, he found a receiver. Again, as you just spoke of, Will Clark being the workhorse tonight, finding some running room. With that Woodland Hills line, and everybody is back, and so Woodland Hills offense looks like it's up to par where it should be, where the standards should be at for Woodland Hills Wolverines. And they come out, and I believe they're going for two. Craig.
Looks like it. Looks like they're set up in an I formation, and Jeffrey Williams under center. He rolls off, and he hands the ball off to the right side, Will Clark, and he's taken down short.
Williams hands off to 6, William Clark. He is stopped short of the goal line by number 3, Jaron Kelly.
Number 3, Jaron Kelly comes upfield and makes a nice tackle on Will Clark for the extra point, for the 2-point conversion. So the Fighting Highlanders makes the stop, and that makes the score Woodland Hills 12, the Fighting Highlanders 7, with 3:55 left in the second quarter.
It looks like the Wolverines went to the well one too many times there, Sam. You would have thought that they would have come out and maybe faked the ball to Jeffrey Williams, and maybe send him around with a quarterback keeper, fake the ball to Will Clark, since they handed off to him probably 3 or 4 times in that series. But the Fighting Highlanders were not fooled. They were ready for the play, and they were up to snuff, and they made a great defensive play.
The Fighting Highlanders was ready for Will Clark. They might have had a spy on him or keyed on him,
The ball for the
thinking that he would be the guy that would get it.
So with 3:55 left in the second quarter,
the
the Fighting Highlanders trailing the Wolverines 7-12, and we'll see if the Fighting Highlanders can come out and answer the call now, answer the bell. Both of these teams are fighting to get off the snide. They're Ophir, the battle of the Ophers, and the kick is off. The Highlanders take the ball at about the 20-yard line. He has a little bit of open room, takes the ball up to about the 29-yard line.
Kelly takes the kick.
Kelly takes the kick.
Stopped by number 20.
Idris Rudelock for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
First and 10 for the Highlanders.
First and 10 for the Highlanders at their own 29-yard line.
So this series could be big here. You don't want to get down too much for the Fighting Highlanders. But if the Wolverines can put together a stop right here, maybe try to get the ball back and really take control of this game here before halftime.
And Woodland Hills have been playing in the first half with a lead. And so it'll be interesting to see if they can hold on to this lead before we go into the locker room, and that they can come out with the lead as well.
So the Fighting Highlanders come out in a shotgun formation. Quarterback keeps the ball off the left side, and he has open field. He's out open field and gets the ball over across the 50-yard line.
Mason Stahl keeps the ball. The quarterback keeper, and he pushes over the left side, cuts back in, found some running room over there, and it's a first down for the Fighting Highlanders.
Yeah,
just over the 50-yard line.
They have gotten over in Wolverine territory, first down on about the 49-yard line. So, as we've seen so far in the season, the Wolverines have a tendency to have run out of gas, right? So we're going to see what they can do here right before half to try to keep the Highlanders out of the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the right. They hand the ball off. Running backs breaks back to the left side and up the sideline. Gain of about 2 yards.
Zach Pettit gets the call for the Fighting Highlanders. And he bursts over the left side. He's stopped by number 2, Rodney Stubbs. Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8 for the Fighting Highlanders at the 47 with 2:52 left in the second quarter.
The Wolverines leading the Fighting Highlanders 12-7. We have a great matchup, 5A matchup here. Friday nights, under the lights, Western Pennsylvania football, shotgun formation. Ball is taken, handed off to the running back. He breaks up the middle, a lot of running room. Great run.
33, Zach Pettit gets the call.
Once again, 33, Zach Pettit gets the call.
All the way up
he
to
moves
the
Wolverines
35-yard line.
All the way up to the Woodland Hills Wolverines 35-yard line for a first down as they're coming out with the no huddle with a rush of urgency right now, the Fighting Highlanders.
2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the half. They shotgun formation, hand the ball off to the running back. He tries the left side and stacked up by a host of Wolverines.
Zach Pettit once again, but that was a great defensive play by the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 33.
At the 33.
So we're under 2 minutes here at Baldwin Stadium with the Wolverines leading the Fighting Highlanders 12-7. But the Fighting Highlanders are on a march trying to punch one in right before half to tighten this game up or take the lead.
Yes, and Woodland Hills has to make a defensive stop.
2nd down and 8 yards to go. Shotgun formation, hands the ball off to the running back. He eludes the first tackler, and he's running hard inside of the 30-yard line down to about the 27.
Number 7, Angelo Piuri gets the call. Stopped by number 4, Amani Bailey, but not after running real hard, trying to find running room over the left side. Breaks a couple tackles. It brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Highlanders.
That's 27.
No huddle, shotgun formation, hands the ball off to the running back over the right side. He's going to be stopped short of the 1st down. So they come out again.
Piuri stopped short of the sticks.
It's brought down by 52.
Brought down by 52. 7 Givner. But the Fighting Highlanders are right back on the ball. 4th and 2.
We're under a minute here, 4th down, and they try to draw the Wolverines offside and see if they were going to be disciplined or not. And it looks like it worked. Offsides, defense.
That's a great way to get a 1st down.
Yeah,
see if you're disciplined enough on 4th down. Get the hard count. Woodland Hills jumps. That makes it 1st down at the Wolverine 22 for the Fighting Highlanders.
So that's where the defense has to show discipline and stay and watch the ball and not move. So the drive continues for the Fighting Highlanders. Shotgun formation, quarterback's back to pass. He tucks the ball, runs up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles. He's down at about the 6-yard line. Great run by Jordan Stahl. Great run.
Jordan Stahl keeps the ball, fights his way all the way down to the Wolverine 7-yard line. That makes it 1st and goal from the 7 for the Fighting Highlanders.
The clock is running under 30 seconds, and the Fighting Highlanders spike the ball to stop the clock with 32.8 seconds on the clock.
Yes, and in the score, Woodland Hills 12, the Fighting Highlanders 7. They're inside. They're 1st and 10 from the 7. They spike the ball. Be interesting to see what they come up with.
Yeah, it looks like the Wolverines are going to have to make a stand here if they want to keep them out of the end zone. But with 32.8 seconds left on the clock, the Fighting Highlanders are in shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers set, and they hand the ball off to the running back off the right side, and he breaks a tackle, and he's taken down at about the 5-yard line.
He makes his way down the 5-yard line.
Piuri breaks a tackle in the backfield and bursts up. Stop us by 27, Keon Perkins.
With about 14 seconds left on the clock, the clock is running.
3rd and goal.
There's no sense of urgency. The Highlanders are not looking like they're managing the clock real well here. And the quarterback rolls out to the left side, and he throws the ball, and it's an incomplete pass.
Pass incomplete.
Yes, Mr. Thomas, it did seem like there was not rushing, no sense of urgency, trying to save some clock to make sure they have enough time.
A pass intended for.
But maybe they made the decision if they didn't make it that they were going to kick it anyway.
So
get some points on the board.
Yeah, 3.8 seconds left on the clock. And the Fighting Highlanders losing, trailing the Wolverines 7-12. Their Highlanders are out for a short field goal kick. It's up, and it looked like the kick is good.
Kick is good. The score, Woodland Hills 12,
kick is good. 10. Woodland Hills 12, Baldwin 10. And that's the end of the first half here at Baldwin Stadium. This is Roxamore Sports Live. I'm Sam Timbers, and I'm seated with my co-host, Craig Thomas.
Yeah, so we saw a great half of football, and looks like it's going to be a battle here. And whatever team comes out and plays well and plays mistake-free football, we're going to see probably come out the winner here in the second half. All right, so thank you for joining us here live on Roxamore Sports at Baldwin Stadium. We're at halftime, and we'll be right back.
me, ma'am. My Sound Wireless Delivery, the Line Edition?
This is Roxamore Sports Live. This is the halftime show here at Baldwin Stadium, where we are witnessing a great game on Friday Night Lights in Allegheny 5A conference, where Woodland Hills is winning 12 and Baldwin just scored, and they have 10, and so that Peorio, the running back number 7, and Stahl for the quarterback for the Fighting Highlanders are having a great game. They are the ones that are sustaining drives, and they are the ones that keep getting first downs for the Fighting Highlanders.
Yes, they are. So we haven't seen a whole lot of defense this first half. It's been good offense on the Wolverines side of the ball. It's been a lot of heavy dose of Will Clark, and Jeffrey Williams has looked very effective as a passer. He's only thrown the ball a few times, but he's completed 2 of those attempts, and it looks like the Wolverines are really finding their stride on offense. So it should be a great half of football. Again, we haven't had a whole lot of defense. It's great to be here with you guys live on Roxamore Sports, Friday night under the lights.
And so, and so we've seen some mishaps. We've seen 2 interceptions go from either guy, from either quarterback. You know, they both threw interception, but it didn't move them. They stayed within the offense, and so each team found their niche, and each team scored a couple touchdowns. As you said, Jeffrey Williams threw a touchdown pass as well. We haven't seen a lot of that from the Wolverines, so that was good to see. But now it has to be a defensive stand from either team, so we'll see the adjustments that the coaches make in the second half.
Yes, so we should see some maybe a little bit more run blitzing coming up in the second half to slow down these offensive run games. Both teams have had a propensity to run the ball the entire first half. So we'll be looking forward to the Wolverines and the Fighting Highlanders to come out and make some defensive stops in the second half to make this a little bit more interesting game.
Yes, it seems like a lot of these teams in the South Hills region of the area, the Upper St. Clairs, the Baldwins, the Bethel Parks, are all running this pistol offense, and they're running the jet sweep with it, and they're running counters off of that. And so the Woodland Hills defense has to read their keys, have to stay at home and lock in and see the tendencies for those type of offenses that they are facing in this conference.
So it's been a great night here so far under the lights in Baldwin Stadium here, where the Wolverines are leading the Fighting Highlanders 12-10. We had a moment to talk with legendary coach.
The band is in the direction of Mr. Brian Hopkins. Our drum major is Braven Brown. Woodwind captain is Gianna Pasqualino. Brass captain is Kendall Berry. And percussion captain is Alex Lott. Image captains are Ramir Powell and Logan Hensel. Brand managers are Maggie Shoko and Delaney Heller. Thank you for your attention this evening. We hope you enjoy our performance.
Roxamore Sports. Thank you for joining us on our football Friday night under the lights.
This is Roxamore Sports Network, and we are live here at Baldwin Stadium, about to start the second half, where Woodland Hills is winning 12-10 to the Fighting Highlanders, and Woodland Hills is about to kick off. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments was made as far as a defensive standpoint.
And the kickoff is off here. The Fighting Highlanders take the ball at about the 20-yard line. He's on the move, makes a couple people miss, and he's upended at about the 33-yard line.
Jaron Kelly takes the kickoff, brought down by number 20, Idris Goudalak.
That's Jaron Kelly, who received it for the Fighting Highlanders, and that's Goodluck on the play.
For the Highlanders at their own 33.
1st and 10 for the Highlanders at their own 33.
Great tackle by the Wolverines. Good special teams defense. The kick was not that great. He had a lot of running room in front of him, but it looks like he had closed up. All the alleys closed up relatively quickly there, and Highlanders come out in shotgun formation, hand the ball off to the running back. He starts right and bounces the ball to the left, and he's up the sideline with a convoy of blockers in front of him. He's taken out at about the 43-yard line of the Wolverines. Great play.
Hand off to the left side to Peoria. He takes it all the way up to the Woodland Hills Wolverines 42-yard line. That was a nice run, as he had a convoy of blockers and gained about extra 10 yards. Tight rope in the sideline, 1st and 10, Fighting Highlanders.
Looks like they come out in a 3-wide receiver set. Shotgun formation. Hikes the ball to the quarterback, and he keeps it off to the right side for a short gain of about 3 yards.
Mason Stahl keeps the ball. He's brought down by number 2, Rodney Stubbs.
Stahl keeps the ball for the Fighting Highlanders. Gaining 3, 2nd and 7. Stopped by Rodney Stubbs on the 40-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Fighting Highlanders.
They come out in no huddle shotgun formation. Looks like we're going to see a big dose of what we saw in the first half, a lot of running the football. We're going to see what defense can come up with a stop. Looks like the Fighting Highlanders are changing the call at the line of scrimmage. Mr. Stahl is back at quarterback, and he changes it, and he takes a direct snap, and he takes the ball off the right side. He has a couple blockers in front of him, breaks a couple tackles, and he's taken down. Looks like for a first down.
Stahl keeps the ball around the right side. He changed the play for the line of scrimmage. Stopped by number 9, Taylor Brooks, but not after a nice game. It's the Highlanders' first down. Stahl changes the play. He's seen something, from the line of scrimmage, on that right side to change the play and made some great yardage. First down, Fighting Highlanders.
So it looks like they come out with 2 wide receivers set and hand the ball off to the left side. The running back makes a move, eludes a couple tacklers in the backfield, and is taken down for no gain.
Peoria stopped short on the carry. Stopped by 55, Julius Brown. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33. That's a great defensive play for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, because Peoria has been finding running room all over the field tonight. And so that makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33.
9:51 here in the third quarter. Live on Roxamore Sports, Baldwin Stadium, Friday night under the lights. And Stahl bobbles the ball out of shotgun. He's being chased by a host of receivers. He throws the ball deep down the sideline, and it's batted out of bounds. Great defensive play. Great effort on both sides.
Pass intended for 3, Jaron
Stahl pass intended for Kelly for Fighting Highlanders deep in the end zone. There's a flag on the play.
So that was the first time we really saw the Fighting Highlanders go downfield, and looks like pretty good defense on the Wolverines side of the ball. The receiver was not wide open as we've seen in previous weeks, but looks like we're going to get a call here.
Offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat.
Holding on the offense from the spot of the foul. Repeat the down. So that makes it second and 24 at the 27 for the Fighting Highlanders.
Yes, sir. So shotgun formation, trips to the right, and Stahl is back. He looks over to the right. He scrambles, bounces out of the pocket, pump fakes. He's being pursued by a host of Wolverines. He eludes about 3 or 4 tacklers, and he runs out of bounds. And there's a penalty on the play.
It's a flag on the play right there as he bounces out of bounds. It looks like it might be
is taken out of bounds.
a late hit while he was out of bounds.
Flag
We'll
on the
see.
play.
So, that's a tough call there because you got Mr. Stahl, who's been very elusive all night, and Wolverines in a hot and heavy pursuit of him, trying to take him down.
Defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
So it looks like the Fighting Highlanders were in a deep hole, but they got out of it due to a mistake by the Wolverines. That's why you got to know where you're at on the field to play. I'm sure that when you were out there, Sam, the Lumberjack, Timbers, that you would know as a defensive lineman where you were on the field so you wouldn't receive one of those penalties late hit out of bounds.
You have to be disciplined in that area. I know you're in hot pursuit, chasing the quarterback again. You said he's been eluding a lot of people, and so you have to have the wherewithal to know where you're at when it comes to the sidelines. When
It is third.
So dead ball.
Brings up a third and
Personal
7 for the
foul.
Highlanders at
Brings
the
up a
Wolverine
third
30.
down and 7 for the Fighting Highlanders at the Wolverine 30-yard line. So we'll see what the Highlanders draw up. They come out in a 3-wide receiver set, shotgun formation. Wolverines look like they're in their base defense. Stahl is back to pass. He looks to the right side, looks down deep on the right side. He's complete. Has a receiver at
Stahl's
about
pass
the
complete to
12-yard
Jerry
line.
Pelly.
Stahl and the Fighting Highlanders
That's a Highlander
was
first
running
down.
all through the
That's
first
12
half, and now they made some adjustments in the second half, and now they're throwing the pill around. They're throwing the pigskin around here in the second half, in the third quarter.
So, the Fighting Highlanders have been really pounding the ball against the Wolverines, and looks like now they're trying to open it up, and they have some receivers finding soft spots in the defense, and we'll see what adjustments can be made on the Wolverine side. So they come out once again, trips set, 3 receivers, and there's a stoppage in play here. Not sure what that stoppage was, but we got the referee giving a signal to wind the clock. We're at 9 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter here at Baldwin Stadium, Friday night under the lights. The Wolverines are leading the Fighting Highlanders 12-10. We are live
First
on
and 10.
Roxamore Sports Network. Great to be here with you, Sam, on a Friday night under the lights.
We have another stoppage in play with 8:54 left in the third quarter. It's great to see a competitive ball game in the 5A conference, and between two
Ladies and gentlemen, there's
seems
a
to be
Toyota
evenly
Sienna
matched
in the
teams
gravel
tonight.
parking lot
And so we'll see
that must be moved
who can come
immediately.
out with the victory
License
to get
plate
a W
JBR
in the win column.
1717.
And let's
Again,
see,
a Toyota Sienna.
as we see the Fighting Highlanders are coming out, passing the ball now as they ran all in the first half. Now again, they're throwing the rock around. They seem like they might have Woodland Hills on their heels right now. They have to make a defensive stand. The Fighting Highlanders are mixing it up.
So we see second half, Sam, that the Fighting Highlanders have come out and they're starting to assert themselves in the passing game a little more. The first half, I don't recall one pass by the Fighting Highlanders the first half. It was all runs. But they moved the ball up and down the field, so we'll see what adjustment the Wolverines can make to that change in their game plan.
Yes, as we're back to live action.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers set. Mr. Stahl is back at quarterback, and he takes off over the left side. Quarterback run, design. He's carrying Wolverines down to the goal line. He's fighting to get in, and it looks like they are going to mark him just short of the goal
Mason
line.
Stahl fights his way.
Mason
down
Stahl
to the 1 yard
fights
line.
his way to the 1 yard line, breaks a tackle.
That's a Highlander. First
It's
and
a Highlander
goal at the
first
1.
and goal at the 1 yard line. What a run by Stahl.
Great effort by Stahl. He hurries the team to the line of scrimmage, and he goes with a quarterback sneak, and it looks like he stopped. Great penetration by the Wolverines there. Great penetration. Looks like it's going to be
Stahl keeps
second
the
and
ball.
goal inside of the 1 yard
He
line.
is stopped short.
Stahl tries to keep the ball tried to find running room behind the center, but was stacked up by the Woodland Hills Wolverines defense. And so that makes it 2nd and goal for Baldwin.
That ball is within the 1 yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they have the ball inside of the 1 yard line with 7 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock, with the Fighting Highlanders trailing the Wolverines 12-10 here at Baldwin Stadium, live Friday Night Lights on the Roxamore Sports Network. And Mr. Stahl tries the middle of the back again. Looks like he's in for a touchdown.
Stahl keeps the ball again, bursts over the goal line. That makes it a touchdown for the Fighting Highlanders as they come out in the 3rd quarter to establish themselves. Punches is in. That makes it the Fighting Highlanders 16, Woodland Hills 12 with 7:37 left in the 3rd quarter. And now the Fighting Highlanders will attempt the extra point.
So it looks like the Fighting Highlanders made an adjustment in their game plan. The extra point is good. Looks like the Fighting Highlanders take a lead here, beginning the 3rd quarter. Looks like Baldwin has 17, leading the Fighting Highlanders, leading the Wolverines 17-12. Thank you for joining us Friday night under the lights, Roxamore Sports Network. We'll be right back.
This is Roxamore Sports, and we are here live at the Baldwin Stadium where we see a great matchup between the Woodland Hills Wolverines and the Fighting Highlanders of Baldwin, as Baldwin just punched it in, and that brings them to score with 17, Woodland Hills 12, 7:37 in the 3rd quarter, and the Fighting Highlanders is about to kick off.
Brandween's kick is finally picked up by number 6, William Clark.
So the ball was picked up by William Clark. It was a great effort by the Fighting Highlanders. Did a pooch kick, catch Woodland Hills offsides. The guy got hit, and then the ball came back, and Will Clark recovered it. That makes it 1st and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Yeah, it looks like that was a great play designed by the Fighting Highlanders. Tried to catch the Wolverines off guard. Made a great defensive play, but fortunately for the Wolverines, they recovered the ball. Handoff over the left side to Will Clark, and he breaks a couple tackles, and he's up over the 45-yard line.
To number 6, William Clark.
Williams hands off to William Clark, and that's 1st down yardage. What a great spirited run. I would keep the ball in the hands of William Clark and let him make some things happen, as he's running very spirited tonight.
Yes, he is. That offensive line has opened up some holes for these Wolverine running backs. So we have Jeffrey Williams in a shotgun formation, and he hands the ball off the left side to Will Clark, and he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He's still running, and he's out across the 50-yard line for a gain of about 7 yards. So that was a good hard run by Will Clark.
Will Clark takes the ball deep in the backfield, has to elude a tackle, bursts over the left side, finds some running room, breaks a couple tackles as well. A very spirited 7-yard run on 1st down for Will Clark.
And ladies' glasses at the concession stand.
So this is the opening drive for the Wolverines here. They are trailing the Fighting Highlanders 17-12 here at Baldwin Stadium. Friday night under the lights. Jeffrey Williams gets the ball over the left side.
Brought down by 55.
Like he gains about 2 yards or so on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 or 4 yards to go.
That was Jeffrey Williams on the keeper. Again, he had to lose a
First down
tackle.
for the Wolverines
That makes it a
at the
first
Highlanders
down
45.
for Jeffrey Williams on the run. He needed 3. He got exactly that before he got tackled. Knew what he needed. Again, eluded the tackle in the backfield, made a nifty move inside, and just bursted upfield for the first down for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So right now we have a player down on the field. So let's take a brief moment to talk about the game so far. We've seen some good action here in the second half. The Fighting Highlanders came out the second half, made a slight adjustment, decided to throw the ball a little bit more. They marched down the field, took the lead over the Wolverines, 17-12, and that's where we are right now. And this is the Wolverines' opening drive in the second half, and they are on the march. They're moving the ball, running the ball well. What have you seen from the Wolverines, Sam?
I've seen the Wolverines, running behind that offensive line, Will Clark, finding running room and sprinkling it in with the quarterback keeper from time to time.
So I'd like to see a little more play action out of the Wolverines, maybe fake the ball to Will Clark, who's off the left side, has a lot of daylight. He's down the sidelines, wide open into Fighting Highlander,
again, William Clark.
into their end of the field, pushed out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. First down for the Wolverines.
Yes, that's William Clark. Bursts over the left side, finds some running room, finds some daylight, eludes a tackle, tight ropes the sideline for some extra yardage. That makes it 1st and 10 for the 19 for the Wolverines with 6:25 left in the third quarter. Baldwin 17, Woodland Hills 12.
So Jeffrey Williams in shotgun formation. He hands the ball off to the running back, tries the right side of the line for a short gain.
This time the handoff is number 3, Zachary Threats.
That was number 3, Zachary Threats, taking and carrying, gaining 1 on the play, giving Will Clark a breather as he is the workhorse tonight. But he's back in the huddle. 2nd and 9 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So they break the huddle. Looks like shotgun formation. 3-wide receiver. Hands the ball off to Will Clark. He bursts over the left side, finds a little daylight, and he's taken down by a host of Fighting Highlanders for a gain of about 4 yards.
Brought down by
Hand off to William Clark.
Takoa Henry for the Highlanders.
Brought down by number 36, Takoa Henry for the Highlanders.
Gain of about 4.
Gain of 4 on the carry for Will Clark.
It'll be 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4
at the Highlanders 13.
At the Highlanders 13.
So we have a big play here for the Wolverines. 3-wide receiver set, and there's
laundry on the field.
Laundry on the field. Looks like a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Looks like it may be against the Fighting Highlanders.
Offsides, defense, 5-yard penalty.
Offsides defense, 5-yard penalty. 2nd down. Actually, that makes it 1st and 10.
Takes the ball down to the Highlander 8-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal for the
First
Wolverines.
and goal for the Wolverines.
1st and goal from the 8-yard line. The Wolverines break the huddle, shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. Hand the ball off to Will Clark, and he breaks across the left side, and he's in the end zone untouched.
That's number
for a
6,
touchdown.
William Clark.
Will Clark, did you see the jump step move that he made as he got the ball? Defenders in the backfield, jump step, bounces to the left side of the line and takes it in for the touchdown. Finds pay dirt for Woodland Hills Wolverines, and that brings the score Woodland Hills 18 and Baldwin Highlanders, the Fighting Highlanders 17 with 4:58 left in the third quarter.
And it looks like the Wolverines are lined up to go for 2 once again. They hike the ball to Jeffrey Williams. He hands the ball off up the middle, and it looks like the attempt is successful.
It is
so
successful.
The Wolverines score. They answer the call. 2 drives, and we've had 2 great series by offense.
Baldwin 17.
Will Clark bursts in for the extra point too as well, right up off of center. And so that brings the score Woodland Hills 20, the Fighting Highlanders 17 here at Baldwin Stadium with 4:58 left in the third quarter. This is Roxamore Sports Live, and we'll be right back. This is Roxamore Sports live here at Baldwin Stadium, where we're witnessing a great game tonight. I am Sam Timbers. My co-host is Craig Thomas, and we're witnessing a great game. Friday Night Lights with Woodland Hills winning 20-17 against the Fighting Highlanders as Woodland Hills is about to kick off with 4:58 left in the third quarter.
And the kicker's off is taken at about the 15-yard line and for the Fighting Highlanders. And he's up across the 30, 35-yard line, taken down at about the 36-yard line. So, 2 series so far in this half, Mr. Timbers, and we've seen 2 scores by 1 score by each team. So, looks like we may be in a shootout, and the last team to have the ball may win.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be like that. There's 2 evenly matched teams. And it seems like whoever has the ball late in the game to make to do a drive to punch it in to win. That's what it seems like it's going to be. But it also could be who's going to make the mistake.
Yes. So the Fighting Highlanders come out in the shotgun formation. They hand the ball off to the left side. Running back breaks through, breaks a couple tackles. He's down the left sideline. He breaks out across the 30 to the 25 and out of bounds, pushed out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Angelo Priori, number 7.
Brought down by number 10,
Tarek Scipio, but not before he rambles his way down to the Woodland Hills 26-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10 for Baldwin. What a great run by the workhorse Priorio for the Fighting Highlanders.
Highlanders come out in shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the right. Quarterback stall, keeps the ball, breaks upfield, eludes a couple tacklers down the sideline, and he's down at about the 11-yard line on the Wolverines.
Stall keeps the ball, works his way around the right side. He's finally stopped at probably the Wolverine 10-yard line. We have a flag on the play.
And it looks like they're marching back, but we'll see what the call is. So it looks like we have a heavy dose of stall again in the second half.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Personal foul on the offense. That negates a nice run that Stall had as he eluded a couple tackles from the quarterback position.
Penalty brings the ball back to the Wolverine 30-yard line. It's replay 1st and 15. 14 for the Highlanders.
1st and 14 for the Highlanders at the 30-yard line.
And the Highlanders come out, 3 wide receivers set, shotgun formation, defense is set, direct snap to Stall. He's back looking down the middle for a pass. He has a receiver open. And it looks
Stall's
like
pass complete to Jaron Kelly for the Highlanders.
A touchdown for the Highlanders.
Stall's pass completed to Jaron Jelly for the Highlander touchdown as he went right down the seam in between the hashes, and Stall put it right on the money.
There is a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play.
That was a great play call, Sam. It looks like the Highlanders have found something in their passing game that they like. They've come out and did a little play action a couple times and been able to find the receivers open, finding holes in that Wolverine defense. We've seen it the last few weeks that the Wolverines have fallen apart in the second half. Their defense has not been able to hold up. Right now we have a conference of the referees, and they're discussing what the penalty is, and right now we're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds here at Baldwin Stadium. The Wolverines are trailing the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders by 23-20, and we'll get the call from the referee here shortly.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense will be enforced on the kickoff.
A sportsmanlike conduct
attempts the extra point.
and it being enforced on the kickoff against the Fighting Highlanders. Here's the extra point. The extra point was blocked.
Is blocked. The score Baldwin 23. Woodland
Score
Hills 20.
Baldwin 23, Woodland Hills 20. That's a block extra point. That could be crucial too, as well late in the game. And we are here in the third quarter with 3:50 left. Again, the Fighting Highlanders up by 3,
That kick was
23 to
blocked by
20.
number 10,
The
Drex
kick was
Scipio.
blocked by number 10, Terex Scipio, as he found some penetration, got the big paw up, and blocked the punt. Blocked the extra point.
So it looks like the Wolverine defense they were not able to slow down that Fighting Highlander offense. Looks like the Fighting Highlanders have found something on offense that they really like, not only in their running game, because Stahl has been terrific. As a quarterback, he's orchestrated the game well. He's called a good game. He's made good decisions. He's protected the ball well. So we're going to have to make some adjustments as far as seeing who's going to be able to stop who on this field tonight here in Baldwin Stadium. What defense is going to rise up and make a play to stop the offenses? Right now we're in, an offense-dominated game.
It's a game it's a stat game where a lot of stats is being put up on the offense in the running game and in the passing game as the pass is being sprinkled in. But Baldwin is doing a little bit more passing
Up
in
the
the
ball,
second
number
half.
35, Joe
So now
Ball
they're
for the
about
Highlanders.
the Highlanders are about to kick off, and they're being penalized, so they're kicking off from the 25-yard line, I do believe, because
Accuracy
they're
for the
penalized.
Wolverines is number
Let's see
1,
what Woodland
Jeffrey
Hills can
Williams.
do with this. Jeffrey Williams is back deep on this play, so we'll see what number 1 can do for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
The Wolverines trailing the Fighting Highlanders by 3 points here, 23 to 20, here at Baldwin Stadium, live Friday night under the lights on Roxamore Sports Network. Kick is off, and it's a low kick, and it bounces at about the 40-yard line. It's taken by the up back, and he makes a couple people miss, and he is free across the 40-yard line into the Fighting Highlander territory at about the 40-yard line.
Moreland's kick is taken by number 39, Aristotle for Woodland Hills, but it's a flag on the play. The Fighting Highlanders have been pooch kicking it. They kicked it deep at first, but now they've been pooch kicking it to the second line. So the up back got it, tried to find some running room on the left side, but we have a flag on the play.
Block in the back. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Block in the back from the receiving team, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So that makes it 1st and 10 for the Wolverines, just over the 50-yard line.
For the Wolverines at the Highlanders 48.
So they're starting out this drive at the 48-yard line of the Fighting Highlanders. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers set. Jeffrey Williams gets the ball. He hands off to Will Clark. He stutter steps over the left side, and he looked like he stumbles forward for a short gain. Short gain. It looks like he lost the ball going to the ground, and he was called down by contact.
Yes, the Fighting Highlanders thought they had a fumble recovery,
at the Highlanders
but
47.
the ball was fumbled. He was down when the ball came out, but he had to sidestep a defender in the backfield. So that makes it 2nd and 9 from the 47 for the Wolverines.
So I would like to see the Wolverines come back and give the ball to Jeffrey Williams. And right now he takes the ball around the right side, makes a couple stutter step moves, cuts back up the middle. Looks like he'll get a short gain.
Williams keeps the ball.
Another flag is down on the play.
Flag on the play.
Yes, Williams keeps the ball, trying to find running room on the right side. Not much there, but there's a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Holding on the offense on the Wolverines, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left here in the third quarter, the Wolverines trailing the Fighting Highlanders 23 to 20. Those penalties could be crucial right now when you're trying to drive down the field to take a lead, to give your team the lead back in this third quarter on the road.
Yes, now you're behind the chains, 2nd and 13 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
And their passing has not been their strong suit, although Jeffrey Williams is back to pass. He rolls out to the left, and he throws the ball directly to the defender. Should have been a pick, could have been a pick,
Williams
but it was dropped.
barely intercepted.
Williams rolls out to the left side, which he's a left-handed quarterback.
Connor LaVelle.
He was trying to find a receiver, but he didn't see the linebacker sitting on the play, and the ball went straight to the linebacker, actually, and he dropped the ball. It surprised him. that it came right to him.
Right.
And that he bobbled the ball and dropped it.
That brings up
It could have been a pick,
for the
or it could have been a
Wolverines at the
pick, or
49.
it could have been a pick six.
Yeah, so it looks like 3rd down and 13 for the Wolverines with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third period. Jeffrey Williams back to pass, and he fakes the run. He has a reverse, hands the ball off, and the defender is he's still running. The running back is still running. Breaks across the field, cross the left, and runs back up the middle,
Pitch was to
taken
number
down.
4, Armani
Pitch was
Bailey.
number 4, Amani Bailey.
Flag on the play.
It was a reverse. It had some action in the backfield, fake handoff, and he comes around, pitches it to him, but it looked like the Fighting Highlanders was ready
Tackle
for
was
it.
finally made by
Had him
number 3,
pinned in,
Darren Pelly.
but he made some moves. He made something out of nothing and bursted upfield, broke a couple tackles, but we have a conference around the 50 with the referees.
So it looks like it may be a penalty against the Wolverines, but we'll get the call here in a minute from the referees.
Dead ball. Personal foul. White. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So we have a personal foul against Woodland Hills Wolverines, a 15-yard penalty from the point of the foul. So
It will be 4th down.
it will be 4th down in every run that they has gotten. There has been a penalty on there, so they've been getting
Brings
pulled
up
back.
4th and 19 for the
4th
Wolverines.
and 19 for the Wolverines.
So it looks like these
That's at 43.
mistakes here could cost them. They were driving the ball well, had a little mo on their side, trying to get the ball downfield. They started with great field position, and this drives lack of defense. So the Wolverines have taken a timeout here.
They have a timeout on the field. Woodland Hills takes a timeout. Coach Barster didn't see what he was liking. Maybe he had to call him in to get him to regroup. We got a few penalties. Woodland Hills got a few penalties. And so, they have to regroup, call a timeout, maybe, get in their head a little bit. But it's 4th and 19 from the 43 with 2:19 left. Woodland Hills are down by 3. The Fighting Highlanders have 23, and Woodland Hills has 20. And so, again, it's 4th and 19 with 2:19 in the third quarter.
Back to punt for
Back
the
to live
Wolverines,
action.
Number 19, Deontay Williams.
So the Wolverines
For the
are
Highlanders,
come out with
CJ
punt
Robinson
formation.
back to receive.
This was to the end of what should have been a promising drive, but due to penalties and lack of discipline, have to punt the ball and turn it back over. So the snap is good. The kick is off. It looks like a low kick, a line drive kick. It takes a bounce, a Wolverine bounce, and it bounces all the way down inside of the 10-yard line, rolls dead at about the 7-yard line, where the Fighting Highlanders will take over possession.
Williams punt rolls all the
That
way
was
down
a
to
great
the
punt by
Highlanders'
Williams.
7-yard line,
It goes
where
all the way
they will take
down
a
to the
first and
Highlanders
10.
7-yard line from the 49-yard line. And so that pins them deep in their own territory. And so 1st and 10, Fighting Highlanders from their own 7 in the third quarter.
Right. So what I'm looking for out of the Fighting Highlanders right now, if they want to put this game away, this will be a good drive for them to come out and go deep, maybe try to find something down the seam, continue running the ball as they have. But we need to see the Wolverines come out and make some type of stand on the defense and keep them pinned deep. So there was a handoff out of the shotgun formation.
So hands off to 7
And
Priori.
up the right side, Peoria gains a short gain.
Yes, handoff to the
Stopped by
workhorse.
number 50,
Peoria stopped by number 50.
Michael Jones.
Michael Jones for Woodland Hills.
Gain of about 2 in the play. It'll be
Gain
2nd
about
and 8
2, 2nd and 8
at the 10.
at the 10 for the Fighting Highlanders.
So the Wolverines are going to have to do some type of run blitz, as we look for, and we alluded to at halftime. And the Fighting Highlanders come out with 2 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. They hand the ball off the right side, and it looks like another short gain of
Once
about
again,
3 yards.
Priori gets the call up the
Peoria's a
middle.
workhorse. He's been their workhorse all night between Stahl and Peoria. They've
Brought
been
down by
doing a
6
great
William
job here
Clark.
tonight for the Fighting Highlanders.
It kind of look like that the Fighting Highlanders are content with trying to eat up some of this clock. Move the ball down the field, eat up some of this clock, sprinkle a pass here and there. But they're going to their workhorse, the quarterback Stahl, and number 7, Peoria, the running back. And that makes it 3rd and 4 from the 13 in the third quarter for the Fighting Highlanders, with the clock running down with 1:05 left in the third quarter.
So this is a big
Brings
play.
up 3rd and 4 for the Highlanders at the 13.
Big play for the Highlanders and big play for the Wolverines here. 3rd down. Friday night under the lights. Roxamore Sports live. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receiver set. Stahl is back deep. Takes a snap. Runs the ball over the right side. Looks like he's going to be very close
Stahl
to the
keeps
first
the ball.
down.
Stahl keeps the ball. Tries to find running room.
That's a Highlander first down
And he gained just enough for a Highlander first down
at the 17.
at the 17. 1st and 10, Fighting Highlanders. With 32 seconds running down in the third quarter, the Fighting Highlanders 23, Woodland Hills 20.
The Fighting Highlanders are gonna have to rush the hurry to get this snap off before they get a penalty, and the clock expires in this third period. So they're up to the line quick. Shotgun formation, hand the ball off to the running back, going off the left side.
That
Short
handoff
gain.
is to 33, Zach Pettit.
That handoff is number 33, Zach Pennant.
Brought down by 17, Joshua
He's
Rawlings.
brought down by 17, Joshua Rawlings, and that's the end of the
That's the end
third
of the
quarter
third
here at Baldwin High School Stadium with the score Woodland Hills,
Woodland Hills 20.
Baldwin Highlanders 23, Woodland Hills 20, and this is the Roxamore Sports Live, and we'll be right back. This is Roxamore Sports live here at Baldwin Stadium. We're witnessing a great game between Baldwin, the Fighting Highlanders, have 23, and the Woodland Hills Wolverines have 20. And so we're at the beginning of the fourth quarter here on a great night of football in the Allegheny 8 Conference 5A. That's big-time football here in Western Pennsylvania. And so, Craig, what are we looking for now out of the Fighting Highlanders?
The Highlanders at their own 19.
They have already found a recipe of success here. They're running the ball with Stahl, and he continues to take the ball. Like now, he has the ball going off the right side, and he gains about 6 yards on the play. So I look for the Fighting Highlanders to continue their recipe for success. They'll continue mixing it up, sprinkling in a pass here and there, keeping the Wolverines off balance. But what I'm looking for from the Wolverines is something to counteract that. And what do you think they should do on the defensive side? What can they do?
On the defensive side of the ball, I think they need some penetration. Peorio's getting the ball deep in the backfield, and he has room to just look to see what he wants to do. I think we need some penetrations, pressure, run blitzes up the A gap, but we need to be disciplined. Woodland Hills need to be disciplined and watch the ball.
So as you've seen there, a hard count has gotten the Wolverines offsides and resulted in a first down.
That penalty brings up a first down for the Highlanders at the 31.
So that's first down for the Highlanders off the penalty.
So a lack of discipline on the Wolverine defense side again. Get a hard count and jump off sides. Just extends the drive for the Fighting Highlanders. First down and 10 on about the 31-yard line. Handoff to the left. Running back breaks back, try to cut up the middle, and he's taken down for a short gain. Peoria shines a short gain up the middle.
Peoria bursts over the left side,
Down by 54.
stacked up in there, so he comes back over the middle. Popped off by 54, Frazier for Wolverines. That makes it 2nd and 8 at the 33 for the Fighting Highlanders.
So 11 minutes and 26 seconds left on the clock. The Wolverines are trailing the Fighting Highlanders 20-23 here at Baldwin Stadium. Friday Night Lights live on Roxamore Sports Network. We have a great battle going on here, and it looks like Stahl does an option to the right side. pitches the ball, and
Stahl
he's
pitches to Priori.
taken down. Peoria's taken down for a short gain.
Stahl pitches to Peoria, and
Brought down by
a
number
defender,
9,
number 9,
Brooks.
Taylor Brooks, comes up. But Peoria puts lowers the boom,
Brings up
but he
third
makes
and
the
6 for
tackle.
the Highlanders at
That
their
makes
own
it 3rd
35.
and 6 from the 35 for the Fighting Highlanders with 10:46 left in the game.
So
Baldwin on a drive.
So I'm looking for the Fighting Highlanders to do some type of, once again, the Wolverines jump off sides to help the Fighting Highlanders get closer to this first down.
That Stahl is a nifty quarterback with the hard count, getting the Wolverines to
Penalty
jump
brings
off
the ball up to
sides.
the Highlanders 40.
And the penalty brings the ball to
It'll
the
be 3rd and
Highlanders
1.
40. It'll be 3rd and 1. Easy manageable for 3rd and 1, then 3rd and 6.
So I'm not sure, what the coaches are doing on the Wolverines sideline, but the Highlanders have found something, and they go up to the center, and Stahl takes the ball
Stahl
from
keeps the ball.
underneath the center and gets a first down easily.
Stahl keeps the ball and gets the first down for the Fighting Highlanders.
That's another Highlander.
That's another Highlander
first
first
down.
down.
At the 41.
1st and 10 from the 41 with 10:29 left in the game. Ball went up 23-20 over the Woodland Hills Wolverines in the 4th quarter. And the Fighting Highlanders are trying to milk the clock, trying to eat the clock up with a nice, long, sustained drive.
So it looks like they're out again. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Stahl is calling the play. Not in a rush. Hike takes the ball, runs off the left side, finds a little daylight, and takes the ball across the 45-yard line. But again, the Fighting Highlanders are content with taking some time off the clock right now, and the Wolverine defense looks gassed. They have an answer for this offensive barrage that they're under right now.
Tackle.
That's 52, 7 getter on a tackle. But yes, the Fighting Highlanders are going to run this clock out, and they're going to get a heavy dose of Stahl and a heavy dose of Peoria right now, the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So it looks like the Fighting Highlanders will come out and a 3 wide receiver set, shotgun formation once again. 2nd down and about 6 yards to go. Stahl gets the ball, hands the ball off to Peoria up the middle. Gains about 3 or 4 yard gain.
Peoria once again up the middle.
Stopped by 2, Rodney Stubbs.
Stopped by number 2, Rodney Stubbs. That makes it 3rd and 2
That
for
brings
the
up
Fighting
3rd and 2
Highlanders.
for the Highlanders at their own 49.
So what we've seen is the Wolverines been getting a hard count. Let's see if Stahl tries the hard count once again on the Wolverines. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Looks like the Fighting Highlanders are changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Stahl is shouting the play out to the players, and they all have it. They're set for play. Stahl gets the ball, direct snap, goes off the right side. Looks like he has enough for the first down as he crosses into Wolverine territory.
By 52, 7 Gibner.
Stahl keeps the ball, goes off tackle.
First down.
He's stopped by Givner, but that's a
47.
Highlander first down at the 47 as they're chewing the clock up with 8:32 left in the 4th quarter.
Personal foul.
Looks like
15-yard penalty.
Looks like we had a penalty on the play. Personal foul. It looks like against the Wolverines. Personal foul, defense, 15-yard penalty.
Oh, they knocked number 6 helmet off after the play. So that was the personal foul
That penalty brings the ball up
against
to
the Wolverines.
33.
That penalty takes the ball up to the Wolverines 33.
First down for the
First down
Highlanders.
for the Highlanders with 8:27 left in the 4th quarter. They're up by 3, the Fighting Highlanders against Woodland Hills Wolverines, 23-20.
So it looked like come out in a single receiver set, stack offensive set to the right side, and they hand the ball off.
Number 10,
Running back
Colton
off
Brain
tackle.
under center.
Number 10, Colton Brain under center because Stahl's helmet
He
was
hands
knocked
off
off.
to Priori.
He hands off to Peoria, and Peoria finds running room over
Tackled
to
by
the left
5,
side.
Antoine Meredith.
Tackled by number 5, Antoine Meredith.
Right now we have a
In
Wolverine
the
down,
play.
down on the
Second
field,
and 7
being
at
attended
29.
to by the trainers. So we have a brief moment here to talk about what we've seen so far. The Fighting Highlanders have given you a heavy dose of run, sprinkled in a few pass plays, but the Wolverines have not had an answer for the offensive game, the running game for the Fighting Highlanders.
Yes, and so hats off to the Fighting Highlanders, with the drive that they're sustaining right now. This is a game-winning drive.
27, Keon Perkins.
That's 27. Keon Perkins was a player hurt, but he's up now, walking off on his own 2 feet. And so, again, we alluded to earlier that it might come down to the last drive, who's going to make the last drive, and who's going to make the stop. And so it's the battle of the wheels right now. It's the battle of the trenches right now, because they're strictly running the ball straight down the field. And so who wants to stop somebody, or who's going to make a play?
2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7 yards to go with the Fighting Highlanders with the ball inside of the 30-yard line of the Wolverine. Stahl gets the ball, takes off the left side. He has some running room. He makes a defender miss, and he's taken down and looks like about the 26.
By number 5, Antoine Meredith.
Stahl keeps the ball.
Not before he makes the sticks. That's a Highlander.
Before he makes the sticks, first down
at the 21.
He was tackled by Anthony Meredith for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. But again, it's going to be a heavy dose of Stahl or Peoria, number 7. And so Woodland Hills has to know that, and they have to make somebody else win the game instead of those 2 guys right there.
Right. So I'm not sure, why they wouldn't have, loaded the box by now, because the Fighting Highlanders have been giving them a heavy dose of the run. I did see a run blitz there, and Stahl makes a defender miss, and he gets up inside for a short gain.
Yes, Woodland Hills did a run blitz, but you have to make the tackle in the backfield, and Stahl eluded the defender and then cut it up and gained 5 yards, 2nd and 5 on the 16 for the Fighting Highlanders with 7:04 left in the 4th quarter.
So the Fighting Highlanders have this drive started in the 3rd quarter, and they've taken 5 minutes and some change off the clock right now in the 4th quarter, and 2nd down and about 5 yards to go on about the 15-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers set, Stahl back, hands the ball off to the left side, and
handoff is to Priori.
Priori takes the ball down inside the 10-yard line.
Hand off to Priori as he bursts over the left side of the line.
That's a Highlander.
That's a Highlander first and goal at the 9-yard line. The Fighting Highlanders isn't doing anything pretty, Mr. Thomas. They're just handing the ball off and letting Priori, back deep, do what he want to do. And when he gets the handoff, it's nothing pretty, but it's getting the job done.
Oh, yeah, this is just a battle of wills here, and it looks like the Fighting Highlanders have a little bit more will than the Wolverines as Peoria takes the ball off the left side, and he is stopped short of the touchdown, but he should be pushed out of bounds at about the 1-yard line.
Hand off to Peoria again, and he finds running room over the left side. He's marked out of bounds at the 2-yard line, 2nd and goal for the Highlanders with 6:13 left in the 4th quarter. And they're up by 3, 23 Fighting Highlanders, 20 Woodland Hills.
So it looks like Stahl's content with taking his time. They're huddling up. They come out of the huddle, and it looks like an I formation, traditional I formation. Stahl is going up under center, takes a snap, quarterback sneak, and it looks like he is stopped just shy of the goal line.
Stahl keeps the ball. He, too, is kept short of the goal line.
Stahl with the quarterback keeper rushes up to the goal line and then tries to take the quarterback sneak.
It'll be 3rd and goal.
But it's stacked up by the Woodland Hills Wolverines defensive line. That makes it 3rd and goal.
At the 1.
At the 1-yard line for the Fighting Highlanders.
So I would be safe to say that this is close to the ball game for the Wolverines. And it looks like they stack Stahl up again. And looks like
Stahl for the keeper.
Stahl goes in for a touchdown for the Fighting Highlanders.
A Stahl for the keeper for the Highlander touchdown as he is pushed in for the touchdown. And so that brings the score, the Fighting Highlanders 29, Woodland Hills Wolverines 20 with 5:37 left in the 4th quarter. And they're in to tip the extra point for the Fighting Highlanders, number 19.
Looks like the kick is up.
Red Wings kick is good.
Red Wings kick is
Score
good.
Baldwin 30.
Score Baldwin
Woodland
30.
Hills 20.
Woodland Hills 20 with 5:37 left in the fourth quarter. This is Roxamore Sports Live, and we are here at the Baldwin Stadium. At the Baldwin Stadium, and this is Roxamore Sports Live, and we'll be right back. Roxamore Sports Live. We are here at Baldwin Stadium
Number 6, William
as
Clark, and
the Fighting
27,
Highlanders punched
Keon
it in
Perkins.
to bring the score. Fighting Highlanders 30, Woodland Hills 20. It's about to be the kickoff with 5:37 left in the fourth quarter.
And they're off. Deep kick, right sideline. And it looks like the Wolverine dropped the ball. Looked like Will Clark dropped the ball. He picks it up, runs across the 15,
Mahler's
across the
kick is taken
25-yard
by
line.
Number 6, William Clark.
The Wolverines will start at about the 25-yard
Brought down
line.
by number 3, Jaron Kelly.
This is a
for the
gut check
Highlanders.
for the Woodland Hills Wolverines right now, because this is 5 minutes and 30
First and
seconds
10
left in the
for
fourth
Woodland
quarter.
Hills at their
And
own
they have to
28.
answer the cowbell. They have to find pay dirt on this drive right here, or this could be the ball game.
Well, safe to say that they need to score, but they need to score in a hurry because they're down 2 scores right now. Right now, the Fighting Highlanders are up 30-20. Jeffrey Williams is back to pass, and he throws the ball deep down the left side, and the ball is caught. The ball is caught. About
Williams' pass is complete to number 10, Tarek Scipio.
Williams' pass is complete to number 10 to Tarek Scipio.
Covered by 4, C.J. Robbins for the Highlanders. It's 1st and 10 for the Wolverines.
First
at the
and 10.
Highlanders 35.
At the Highlanders 35, he threw that pass from his own 28.
So it looks like the Wolverines are lining up with a sense of urgency here, try to get a score relatively quick here. Jeffrey Williams has the offense coming out of the huddle. They're up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receiver set, and he throws the ball to the left side, and the receiver falls down. I'm not sure, but the receiver fell down.
Williams' pass intended for 11 to Gavin Yarbout. Incomplete.
Williams' pass was intended for
3rd and 10 for the Wolverines. at
for
the
number
35.
11 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, and the
Correction,
receiver
2nd and
fell
10.
down. That makes it 2nd and 10. Almost thought it was a lateral. I didn't hear the whistle blow. I was looking and listening to see if somebody picked it up and would have ran it back.
So the Wolverines break the huddle, shotgun formation again. Jeff Williams back at quarterback, fakes the ball, and he takes off. He's up the middle, has a little daylight. He runs around the sideline, and he's taken
Williams
down.
keeps the ball. He's brought down by
Looks
3.
like he has a first down
Jaron
yard inside of the 25-yard
First
line.
down for the Wolverines at the Highlanders.
Williams
24.
keeps the ball as he drops back, and he sees an opening and bursts right up the middle. Finds some running room, puts a nifty move on to get first down yardage, which makes it 1st and 10 for the Wolverines from the 24-yard line.
So with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock, the Wolverines hand the ball off to the right side. Will Clark's up the sidelines, and he's taken down
William
inside
hands off to number
the
6,
about the
William
10-yard line. So the Wolverines need to play with a great
Stop
sense of
by
urgency with 4
33,
minutes
Zach
and 36 seconds left on the clock.
William Clark
Another
drops back,
Wolverine first down.
gives the
It'll be
hand
first
off
and
to
goal at
Jeffrey
the
Williams
10.
gives the hand off to William Clark, and he finds great running room. That makes it 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line.
We're under 4 minutes and 30 seconds here. They hand the ball off to the right side again. Try the right side with Will Clark, and he's taken down for a loss.
Brought
6
down
get
in
the
the
call
backfield
once
by
again,
34,
but number
Matt
34, Matt Baldwin, makes a great play, penetrations and holds on,
Loss of 2 on the play. It'll
makes
be
it loss
second
of 2.
goal.
2nd
At
and
the
goal
12.
from the 12 with 4:06 left in the fourth quarter.
The Wolverines need 2 scores. They're trailing by 10 points, 30-20 to the Fighting Highlanders. Jeffrey Williams has the offensive line up to the line in a hurry. Shotgun formation, back to pass. He looks to the right side, throws the ball up and up in the end zone, and the ball is tipped.
Williams pass.
And it looks like there's a flag on the play in the end zone.
In the end zone, flag on the play.
Yes, Williams tries to find number 10 for Woodland Hills in the end zone.
Pass intended for 10 to Rex Scipio.
And we have some flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense. Half the distance to the goal.
Pass interference on the Fighting Highlanders, half the distance to the goal. Woodland Hills comes right out on the ball, ready to make something happen.
Second and goal at the 6.
Second down and goal at the 6. Wolverines with 3 wide receivers to the left. Hand the ball up the middle, and Will Clark's taken down at about the 4-yard line.
William Clark stopped short.
Hands off to number 6, William Clark again. He stopped short. Start by number 76, Bobby P. And the time right now is 3 minutes and 28 seconds left.
Third and goal at the 2-yard
Third
line.
and goal at the 2-yard line in the fourth quarter for Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So they need to punch the ball in a hurry to try to get themselves a chance to stop the Fighting Highlanders. Shotgun formation, hands the ball off, fakes it, and he runs the ball, and it looks like Jeffrey Williams is in for the
ball.
score.
He dives in the end zone for Wolverine touchdown with 3 minutes 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that brings the score, the Fighting Highlanders 30, Woodland Hills Wolverines 20-26.
So it looks like the Wolverines came out and answered the bell there. They got downfield and scored to leave themselves an opportunity to stop the Fighting Highlanders to try to get the ball back and maybe kick a field goal or take the lead. Field goal coming up. The extra point is forthcoming. Wolverines down. They have the kick down, and it is up, and it's good.
It's good. Gavin Moore puts it straight through.
The score, Baldwin 30.
Score, Baldwin 30. Woodland Hills 27.
27.
With 3 minutes 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This is Roxamore Sports Live, and we'll be right back. This is Roxamore Sports Live, and we are here with the football showcase of Woodland Hills against Baldwin with a spirited game where Baldwin is winning 30, Woodland Hills 27. Deep in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes 11 seconds left, and Woodland Hills just punched it in, and they're about to kick it off to the Fighting Highlanders.
We have a nail biter here going on here. This 5A matchup against the Wolverines and the Fighting Highlanders. So we'll see if the Wolverines come out and kick the ball deep, or if they try to do an onside kick and maybe surprise the Fighting Highlanders and try to get the ball back. But we know that their defense has not been able to stop the Fighting Highlanders at all in this second half. So we'll see what the Wolverines elect to go with. They're lined up in a traditional kickoff formation. The kicker is back, and he approaches the ball. And it's kicked short, and it bounces to a Fighting Highlander on the front line, and he covers the ball and is taken down at about the 45-yard line, 47-yard line.
Taken by 17, Lucas Strayer for the Highlanders.
They tried the onside kick, and Lucas Strayer was ready.
First and 10 for Baldwin at
It
their
looked
own
like
48.
Baldwin had their hands on team out there, expecting it too as well. So we'll have to see how the defense will hold up with the short field that they've given the Fighting Highlanders.
So, yeah, we're going to have to see the Wolverines take some risks here if they want to try to get the ball back, because I haven't seen anything in them that says that they can stop the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders right now at all from running the ball. So shotgun formation, Stahl hands the ball off to the running back, and he's taken down at the Peoria. He gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, or a short loss.
Michael James, no gain on the play.
That's 86 on the play, Michael James, as they give it to Peoria deep, and he cuts over the left side.
By the defense. Their second.
And Woodland Hills takes a timeout trying to save some time on the clock.
So it looks like the Wolverines are going to have to come out and take some chances on defense and maybe blitz or try to do something to disrupt this potent running game of the Fighting Highlanders. So far, we've gotten a heavy dose of stall, and they've been able to pretty much control the second half of the game with their running game. And so the Wolverines have been behind, and right now we're deep in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 1 second left. With the Fighting Highlanders up 30-27 over the Woodland Hills Wolverines here at Baldwin Stadium, live on Roxamore Sports.
Yes, we have a great game tonight as the Fighting Highlanders comes out over the ball.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 10. 2 wide receivers set. Shotgun, Stahl takes the ball off to the left side. He'll lose the first tackler, and across the 45-yard line of the Wolverines, battles his way forward to about the 43-yard line.
Short of the first down.
Stahl battles his way over the left side. Short of the first down. That makes it about second and 9 or third and 1.
Final timeout.
Woodland Hills just takes the timeout trying to save some time on the clock. With 2:49 left in the game, the Fighting Highlanders 30, Woodland Hills 27. 3rd and 1, deep in the fourth quarter.
So right now, I would think that the Wolverines would have to come up with throw the kitchen sink at the Fighting Highlanders to try to stop this run game. This is the ball games, folks. 3rd down and 1. And if they pick up this first down, they can pretty much milk the clock. The Wolverines have no timeouts left.
This is the ball game, and so, both teams are 0 right now. Both teams doesn't have a win, so if I'm a defensive coordinator, again, I'm blitzing the A gaps, I'm blitzing the C gaps, everything but the kitchen sink. And we should watch the hard count, too, as well.
So it looks like take the ball, he tries to go up the middle, and it looks like Stahl tried to do a quarterback sneak, but he was stacked up by the host of Wolverines. So it looks like a fourth down, so they're going to have a decision to make here. But if I was a Wolverines, I would watch the hard count because they've been it cost them all night because they've been offside several times on short yardage, several times.
Yes, I would look for the hard count. And as a defensive lineman myself, as I play nose guard and D tackle, you must be aware of that as well. You must have the peripheral on the ball.
Offense.
So we have timeout by the Fighting Highlanders with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to score. Fighting Highlanders of Baldwin 30, Woodland Hills Wolverines 27. It's 4th and 1 with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So Coach, what would you call on the offense right now if you was the Fighting Highlander?
Well, for me, since I've been running the ball pretty hard at the Wolverines, I would probably fake the ball up the middle. And for me, I'm going for the jugular. I'm going down the sideline and go for the touchdown because I'm sure the Wolverines are going to stack the box. And right now, the way I've been pounding the ball, I'm going to go all in and go for the game winner.
For me, I'm going to come to the line of scrimmage and see how the defense is lined up, because I see that the Fighting Highlanders calls their plays from the sideline, so you have to make the call when you see which defense they're in. So I'm sure the Fighting Highlanders is
4th and 1.
going to do. That's 4th and 1. And
Stahl is up the line of scrimmage under center, and you look for the hard count. He tried to get the defense to move. There's been no movement, and he fakes the ball, and he tries to snap it, and he's stacked up, and the Wolverines stop him. A turnover on downs.
Fumbles the ball.
The Wolverines
Covered by Woodland
make a
Hills.
great defensive stance, and Stahl tries to get them to go off sides first, and then he takes the snap, and what a great defensive stand. Number 50 is one of the guys that was in there for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
For the Wolverines.
1st and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines on their own 44.
2 minutes and 13 seconds left on the clock. So the Wolverines are trailing by 3 here at Baldwin Stadium. They hurry to the line of scrimmage, shotgun formation. Quarterback is back. Jeffrey Williams looks. He tries to throw the ball. He scrambles to the left, scrambles back to the left, throws the ball, has a receiver open, and he's hit hard at about the 48-yard line.
Gavin Yarbo, flag on the play.
We have a flag on the play. Woodland Hills has no timeouts.
Illegal block in the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Illegal block on the offense, 10-yard from the spot of the foul. Play looked questionable from here. But Jeffrey Williams tried to make something happen and did so on the rollout, finds a receiver.
The penalty takes the ball back to the 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 26 for the
The Wolverines started at the 28-yard line, 1st and 26. 2 minutes left and the clock is running. Jeffrey Williams is back. He scrambles. He looks for a receiver. He throws the ball downfield. It's tipped by the receiver and incomplete.
Intended for number 10, Tarek Scipio.
All right, it looks like number 10, Scipio, had a paw on the ball, but he couldn't bring it in. I'm not sure what play call they have in store, but they need to move the ball down the field right now. 1 minute and 53 seconds left on the clock. The Fighting Highlanders are leading the Wolverines 30-27. Second down and 26 yards to go. Wolverines line up in shotgun formation. Will Clark in the backfield. Jeffrey Williams gets the ball. He looks downfield. He throws the ball up. And the ball is caught. The ball is caught. Receiver is caught and taken down.
Williams' pass is complete.
He's complete. Pass is complete. Looks like he was called down on the play. It looks like he lost the ball after he completed the pass.
To 10.
Pass is complete to 10.
Tarek Scipio.
Tarek Scipio.
First down for the Wolverines at the Highlanders 41.
At the Highlanders 41 with 1:42 left in the fourth quarter. Woodland Hills is on the drive.
No timeouts left. The Wolverines on the ball. 4 wide receivers set. Jeffrey Williams in the backfield. He looks. He's back to pass. He tucks the ball. He looks to run. He throws the ball downfield, and he throws it, and it's out of bounds. At about the 30-yard line. Incomplete pass.
Intended once again for number 10.
Tarek Scipio.
Looked like Tarek Scipio has become his favorite receiver tonight. So every time Jeffrey Williams goes back to pass, he's looking for Tarek Scipio. So second down and 10 with 1 minute and 26 seconds left to go. We have a nail biter here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an offensive game all night long. The Wolverines are driving, have the ball at about the 41-yard line of the Fighting Highlanders. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Jeffrey Williams back to pass, throws the ball, and is batted down at about the 30-yard line. Looking for Tarek Scipio again.
Scipio broken up.
Was intended for Tarek Scipio.
Number 4, C.J. Rollins.
C.J. Rollins makes a great play on the ball.
3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10 with a minute 22 left. Fighting Highlanders 30, Woodland Hills 27. As we alluded to earlier, it might come down to the last drive.
Looks like the Wolverines are going to have to either get the ball to Will Clark on maybe a screen pass, or Jeffrey Williams keeps the ball and makes something happen with his legs. He's under heavy pressure, and he's taken down for a sack. 4th down in his back.
Number 2, Connor Lavelle, and number 36.
Williams brought down in his own backfield. Dakota Henry, number 36. And number 2.
4th and 13.
For the Fighting Highlanders. It's 4th and 13.
1 minute left to go on the clock and counting. The Wolverines are down by 3 here at Baldwin Stadium, live on Roxamore Sports Network. Friday night under the lights, 4th down. This is the ball game, 4th and 14. I look for something for Jeffrey Williams to make a play with his legs. He's back to pass again. He rolls out across the left. He's looking for a receiver. He tosses the ball downfield, and it is intercepted. Intercepted. And the defender has the ball. He's running up the sidelines, and he's taken down at about the 20-yard line. And that's the ball games, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 1, Nasir Penn. And with 30 seconds left in the game, 30.2 seconds left in the game, the Fighting Highlanders.
That interception puts the ball on the Highlanders.
Woodland Hills 27.
It will be 1st and 10.
It will be 1st and 10. And now the Fighting Highlanders will come out in the greatest
formation, yes.
Victory formation.
Victory formation. That's a good feeling when you can come out and have a hard-fought game and take this formation with 30 seconds left on the clock. So we'll only have 1-0 down because the Wolverines have no timeouts left. They can't do anything to stop the clock. One thing they could hope for would be a fumble by the Fighting Highlanders, but that's a long shot. So Stahl is going to take a knee here. And at the end of this game, we saw a good battle here between the Wolverines and the Fighting Highlanders. The Wolverines, you had a heavy dose of Jeffrey Williams, and we also saw a lot of Will Clark there running the ball. And at the end of the game, it looked like they ran out of gas.
Yes, and it looked like the Fighting Highlanders opposed their will with Stahl, the quarterback, number 6, and Piero, number 7, the running back.
That's the end of an exciting matchup here at Baldwin High School Stadium with the score Baldwin 30, Woodland Hills 27.
Wins, and now one is leading with the W.
Thank you for your attendance, and we wish you all a safe drive home.
At Youth Night, where they had the midget leagues here, the grassroots football teams here as well. And so they come away with a win tonight with 30-27 here at Baldwin Stadium.
Yeah, so it's been an exciting one. Sam, it's been great to be here with you at Baldwin Stadium, a trip down memory lane. Unfortunately for the Wolverines, they leave with a not so good feeling in their system right now, and they have to try to get off the snide and get a win. And for the Fighting Highlanders, this is a good start for them, building something to build on. They could go into next week and look at the successes they've had and try to build on them and try to get their season back on track. As for the Wolverines, it's tough sledding right now.
See, every team is going to take it out on the Wolverines right now, because normally in times past, the story tradition, you know, when Woodland Hills came into the stadium, they came into the stadium expecting a win, and they was normally in the win column for many, many years. So now, you know, these are great wins this is a great win for Baldwin to be able to get out on Woodland Hills right now. But again, Woodland Hills has to go back to the drawing board, as you just spoke about. They are in the game and they have their chances, but it just seems that in the second half, it just gets away from them.
They run out of gas. They're undisciplined. They have penalties that cost them drives. And so when you're playing on a road against a decent team, a team that has a good, solid game plan, you can't be drawn off sides several times. You can't have penalties at critical times and critical situations, because penalties cost you games. You cannot win on the road if you're not disciplined, and you're not going to win.
Yes, when you're a team that's over, you can't go off sides. You can't throw interceptions. We can't have costly penalties, which are drive killers. You have to be more disciplined. You don't shoot yourself in the foot. So we are here live at Baldwin Stadium. The Fighting Highlanders won 30-27 against the Woodland Hills Wolverines under the lights Friday night. This is Roxamore Sports.
Thank you for joining us.
And good night.
Good night.
The Roxamore Sports Network starts in 5, 4,